You know, the epiphany that Jake Tapper's had, just this massive epiphany Jake, God bless him, had that they got fooled by the Bidens and the people who ran Joe Biden. Has it delivered any real change to Jake? Has he changed his behavior as he's on this never-ending book tour about this best-selling book, which is certainly going to be made into a movie? Jake and Alex Thompson are going to make tons of money off this. We've talked about this as a wash and replace piece for the Mockingbird media. They can pretend, oh, we were fooled. It wasn't us. We weren't participating in all this. The more we learn about what went on, there is reason to thank them for some of the details in the book. But have they truly changed their behavior? I don't think so. Because Joe Biden just said that he wants to fist fight Jake Tapper, effectively. I haven't seen Jake Tapper respond to this at all, and it's not the first time Biden's gone out and done something like this. This is from the Daily Mail. Joe Biden got lost in his own closet at the White House while staff hid a mental decline. Former president, no, he wasn't, he was figurehead, Joe Biden got lost in his own closet at the White House, a Secret Service whistleblower claimed to Mega Senator Josh Hawley. The Missouri Republican shared the intel with Fox News' Sean Hannity Friday, adding to the ongoing speculation that Biden's administration was working to cover up his declining mental state. Speculation. So when you see Biden go out and not just be mentally incompetent, but mocking and physically mocking that same thing he used to do on the campaign trail, shut up, fat, let's have a push-up contest. Remember that? Remember when he threatened to take a retired Marine who was working as an automotive mechanic, or not an automotive mechanic, but working on the production line? He threatened to take him into the parking lot and beat him up. So I'm going to show you this instance of what he said, and then we'll see if we can find anything Jake Tapper said to respond to this, because the whole thing reeks of corruption. We're living through an era where financial corruption is either going to get super attacked and really dealt with, or it's going to blossom into 10,000 poisonous plants. You have to retire in either case. And if you're in a buy and hold position, you got to explain to me how that works. Buy and hold no matter what happens. If you're 5, 10, 15 years from retirement, how does that actually work? In this era of corruption, it's so important that you get a second opinion in retirement. Consider this a Department of Retirement Efficiency. My friend Zach Abraham, the Chief Investment Officer of Bulwark Capital Management, will get with the phone on you, meet with you in person, a video call, whatever you want, you and your spouse, or if it's just you, whatever. He will look for any hidden risk that he can see in your portfolio. He'll look for hidden costs, ways that he can lower costs, which means more money in your retirement account. He'll look to maximize upside potential. And in a quick series of 3 meetings, he'll arrive at a point where he will put in front of you a proposal on how he might change your retirement. Now, by the way, if when he looks into what you've done and you're set, he will tell you, congratulations, don't change anything. You don't need me. You got a rock star advisor, or you're doing well on your own. So schedule your free Know Your Risk portfolio review. Go to knowyourriskpodcast.com. That's knowyourriskpodcast.com. No obligation, absolutely free, knowyourriskpodcast.com. Investment advisory services offered through Trek Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Trek 25-217. So here's figurehead Biden in a moment where they apparently got the drugs working because he was much more lucid than usual.
There's also been a lot of discussion recently about your mental and physical capabilities while you were in office.
You can see that. Mentally incompetent, can't walk, and I could beat the hell out of both of them.
Do you want to reply to any of those reports, and also to the fact that there are some Democrats who are now questioning whether you should have run for re-election in the first place?
Why didn't they run against me then?
If you're watching the video, do you see that creepy old man leaning into that girl's face? That's behavior that in some parts of the country, like where I live in North Idaho, that'll get you a slap upside the noggin. And Joe Biden would find out right away how tough he's not. I can beat the H out of both of them, talking about Alex Thompson and Jake Tapper. Jake has yet to respond to this. This is normal behavior. I thought the press was under attack. But Jake continues to reflect upon his coverage of Biden's mental decline.
I wish these 200 sources had talked to us 2 years ago. And I wish I'd known what I know now. I would not say I was incurious. I would say that I was one of the many people who was asking about this and was lied to over and over and over. And it wasn't just, you have to remember, the Biden people were not only lying to the press, and they were not only lying to the public, they were lying to donors, they were lying to their cabinet secretaries, they were lying to Democratic members of Congress. At the end of the day, the Democrats did this. At the end of the day, the Biden family and the Politburo did this. And yes, there were those of us who should have pushed back more, but if you can't get any official to tell you it's really bad behind the scenes, let me tell you how bad it is. I don't know what more we could have done.
You could have said he can't remember his name. He can't remember that he was president. He thinks he's vice president. He thinks Kamala Harris is president. He thinks his son was the Attorney General of the United States of America. He thinks his son died in combat. And he thinks that he grew up as a young man driving an 18-wheeler and was also a better quarterback than Roger Staubach. Just start there, Jake.